I think it's December 8th. And it's a little chilly, I have to admit. Oh, the birds finally found the bird feeders. It took them at least 3 or 4 days to find and to discover that the bird feeders were filled up, because the bird feeders were hanging there for like 3-4 months empty, because the birds were gone for the winter, but they're back. And I was going to move the bird feeders to get them accustomed to having them filled, but I don't think I have to. I think in another week they'll be. I gave myself a haircut today. What do you think? I cut my own hair. This is like the 3rd time. Let me tell you. I mean, I don't want a mullet, but I don't want it too short either. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I don't know what these plants are. Look at all these plants that are blooming. One across the street. I think it's an azalea. Pink. Beautiful. And look at these white ones next to my truck. I mean, these are my neighbor's plants, but when I look out the window of my trailer, that's what I see. When I have my breakfast, I'm like, yeah, this is great. Beautiful. But I'm not in such a hurry these days. I used to be impatient. I'm not impatient anymore. I let things happen on their own good old time. I'm waiting for Rodriguez to come with his machine, and he'll come. He's busy, man. He's got a lot of business. And but he'll come down with his machine. His nephew Oscar will come down, move those rocks, and maybe next month, when after Oscar moves the rocks, then I'll hire Danny to pull that 38-foot trailer. It's a monster, but I'm very glad I bought it. I'm very glad, because just don't know what's going to happen. Let me show you. Right where all that, to the left side of the shed, where all that shit is, that shit's going to be moved. But that's where the trailer's going, right to that pine tree in the back, right up against the pine tree, all the way over to the Shays Lounge. That's where the trailer's going to go, and that'll give me something to do. That'll give me something to do for 6 months, And then I'm going to get my passport, and Mariana's been bugging me to get my passport. I think she's right. Got to get my passport. I would like to explore Vietnam, Thailand. I don't know about the Middle. No, I'm not going to the Middle East. I am Turkey. No, because this war's not ending. Okay, Trump just got his ass kicked. So did Israel, and there's no ceasefire. Okay, no, there's no ceasefire. Israel is still in Lebanon fighting, and they're getting their ass kicked up there. And they're just pushing for something that they are not going to be able to achieve. They're just not going to be able to do it without the United States. And Trump is basically saying, I think we're done here. And Trump had some rescue mission of trying to extract uranium hexafluoride from deep underground, and that was a failed mission. He lost like billions of dollars of aircraft. I mean, it was a horrible mess just this past few days. And basically, if you don't know, it was Trump that was begging for a ceasefire. And the only reason why he got it is because Iran wasn't going to let up. They were like, no, we're finishing this shit. You started it, we're finishing it. We're going to wipe out all your American bases. And they did. And they're going to wipe out Israel. But they were up against a wall, cornered. Trump was cornered, and he had his hand on the nuclear button, and he was threatening to launch nuclear missiles and to wipe out the entire civilization. And they didn't. They called his bluff. He folded, and from what my intelligence tells me, which is Scott Ritter. And if you don't have his book, you should buy it. He's really good. It was the Chinese that encouraged Iran to come back to the table, and because China needs Iran's oil, and they basically said, hey, we need your oil, and if you don't do something and come to the table and cease fire, they're going to blow up all your infrastructure for oil, and if that happens, we can't be your friend anymore. So Iran they have a 10-point proposal, and it's not working out already, because one of the points is Israel has to stop their military aggression in Libya, or is it? I confused Libya and I think it's Libya, Beirut, and Libya. I think it's Libya. It's not Liberia. Gaddafi. Where was Gaddafi? I'm confused now. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the Hezbollah. They had to ceasefire and all that aggression in northern Israel, and also in Hamas in Gaza. And Israel is not agreeing to this. They're not agreeing to it. Trump is waving his fucking hands saying, yep, we got a ceasefire. We got a 2-week ceasefire. No. Israel's not going to stop, because they're not going to stop because they wanted America to nuke Iran, because after they do that, they can build the third temple. They can demolish the Dome of the Rock without any retribution. And that's what they want to do. They just want to eliminate all of these Muslims, so that they can demolish the Dome of the Rock and put the third temple in. And they're having difficulty. And it's Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, that he said his whole life's most important goal in life is to get the third temple rebuilt. And he was the one that confirmed a covenant. He didn't create the covenant, he just confirmed it. The Abraham Accords, which put all of the Arab countries and the Islamic and the Muslim countries in agreement for peace. Now, how is it this Jew just comes out of the fucking sky and they suddenly acknowledge Jared Kushner? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's very strange, But Trump is just, unfortunately for us, Trump is more concerned about Trump than he is Israel. So hopefully he gets impeached, and congressmen and senators finally realize that we've got to defund Israel. I mean, we got people here that don't have health care in America, don't have housing, veterans that are like killing themselves, committing suicides, people on the street, younger people that don't have jobs. But in Israel, they get free health care? What the fuck? And we give them like $20 billion a year. I think there's only 2 million people there. I could be wrong. 2 million or 2 billion? 2 million! 2 million Israelis, that's all, yeah. So they're living off of us. We're a bunch of stooges. My cigar's out. Anyway, all right, that's enough of that. I like my haircut. I cut it myself. Yep. So, I'm thinking like I'm going to get my passport, and 4 months of the year, I think I would like to live abroad. That's what my latest thought is. I want to live abroad for like maybe Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and not the Middle East. I know my friends want me to go to Turkey and Istanbul. No, I'm not going there. No, that's too dangerous. But I am considering Malaysia, Thailand, or Vietnam. 4 months of the year, I'll have somebody here taking care of the place, running the pizza joints. I'll have two people here. I'll have somebody in the back, living in the apartment, pizza chef, and I'll have somebody else in my trailer to make sure that none of these fucking crackheads break into my trailer, steal my guitars. Not that they're worth that much, but they're sentimental. And, of course, you're going to have to feed the cats. And I think I'm going to travel like 4 months of the year. I'm going to get my passport. Yeah. I'll get the passport. I'm going to give it a shot. See what it's like. Yeah. What the hell? All right, so this is Wild Bill, the prophet preacher of Miracle Ministries, because that's what it's going to be. Miracle Ministries is going to be a tax-free entity. You pay for the miracle that I deliver. You pay for the sermon, the miracle. You make a donation. You get to frame it. And the Eucharist, the Holy Eucharist, is not a little tiny piece of bread the size of a quarter. It's 12 inches. And it's got, the Eucharist menu has 4 different flavors. You get to choose which one you like. Yeah, you can't make this up. I'm very creative. As well, Bill. I'm out. See ya.